Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of TalKenn Games. It's January 3rd, 2018. Happy New Year to everyone. Everyone's listening, everyone's watching. Hope 2018 is gonna be a much better year for you compared to how 2017 was. A lot of stuff to be excited about with 2018. Me personally, I saw 2017 as a year of transition. I moved on from what I've been doing for the past 5 years to basically starting back from zero,
Hello.
which is a very very scary thing to do, considering I was in pretty much a very, how do you call it, a comfort zone for the past 5 years working with it was quite a fun company. It was a fun experience. Got to do a lot of fun things, interview fun guys, and travel all over the place. But starting from zero, and so going to into 2018, a lot of stuff happening for us gamers. Games wise, we had really really good releases in 2017. But in 2018, I think it's gonna be much more exciting. A lot of new stuff coming up. If you're watching the clip, you obviously know I'm a huge Overwatch fan. I opened my new website, kakuchopure.com, and we talk a lot about esports. And me being a sports fan, I'm a football fan. Overwatch intrigues me because of the various aspects in the game, where you play as a team, you play as part of a team, and just like football, some players stand out, and some players just are just reduced to supporting roles. But then again, it's about knowing your place, knowing your skill. Some players become defenders because they know they play better in that position. Their technical gifts or their physical gifts permit them to play there. So it's just like in Overwatch. So the Overwatch League is starting in what, 7, 8 days, and I think this is gonna be a huge leap in in how esports are supposed to be looked at and how esports are supposed to be handled, because the way they are doing it, the way they make it a franchise, they make sure that there's longevity to the whole thing, and you don't just commit yourself to things like this if you just want to make it a one-off. And yeah, it's something very very exciting. In inaugural season we have 12 teams, and you can expect to see more joining them in the next season. I'm not really sure when the next Overwatch season starts. I mean, the Overwatch League season I'm talking about here. Um, because season one ends around June, July. So I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of 2018 we might be halfway through of season two of Overwatch League. But that's another discussion for another day. So what's there to talk about in games wise? On our side, on kakuchopure.com, we recently released an article. It's about 2017's Game of the Year. Quite an interesting list. I have a few friends. Surprise, surprise. I have a few friends that I trust, that I believe in, and people who I honestly look up to. They may be sometimes less experienced than me, but they have qualities and personalities that I admire, that I look up to, and I respect. So I got in touch with them to give some of their 2 cents, their opinions about video games in general, which games stood out in 2017, and they shared they shared their opinions about it. Made an article out of it, and the general consensus for games journalists in the region is Horizon Zero Dawn, Near Automata, and Persona 5. Each and every one of them have valid reasons to be the 2017 Game of the Year. Then again, because there's no definite, it's not a scoreboard where numbers don't lie. This is opinions. So they review games, they talk about games that they like, and yeah, these guys know what they talk about. They know how to express their thoughts and opinions. Hence why they are the ones that I approach for opinions. Personally, for me, Game of the Year 2017 is Zelda Breath of the Wild. To be frank, I'm not a Zelda fan. I only picked up Zelda because I have the old Zelda. I think it's Ocarina of Time on DS, and I didn't even finish it. But I picked up the Switch on my way back from Australia. The reason I bought it because I thought I could sell this once I'm done, and I still can make a profit or at least break even. So I bought it together with my Switch, and surprise, surprise, I really enjoyed Zelda Breath of the Wild. I actually spent over 150 hours on it before deciding, you know what, time to sell it because I'm done playing it. So there you go. So Zelda is my Breath of the Wild is my 2017 game of the year. Also on kakuchopure.com, I'm very happy to announce that we have a new addition to the team. That's John Leo. He's one of the most experienced games journalists in the region. During my early days at IGN, he was some sort of my compatriot, my equivalent, or someone who's doing the same stuff that I did. But he was at GameSpot Asia. He's Malaysian. He's done a lot of things. He since left GameSpot Asia, and he's been doing a lot of stuff within the industry, on the media side and also on the other side. And I'm pretty sure recently you saw me write and contribute for Sport 360. So he was the head of content for Sport 360 as well. One of the very few esports centric video games channel or website in Asia that actually produce quality content, and they are not just bound to one or two titles. So do give him a check. His first stuff was released today. It's 2017 best game soundtrack in 2017. Really fun stuff. I'm glad he's on board. You can't get anyone more experienced than him on board. And yeah, do tell me what you think of the stuff. I'm not much of a soundtrack guy. If you ask me about video game soundtrack, I would say the best soundtrack in 2017 would be Breath of the Wild. Really epic. And another one that goes that picks my mind would be Halo Combat Evolved, the classic one. And what's the other one? Was at the tip of my head. Overwatch had really good score. And another one would be Metal Gear Solid 3. But anyway, that's just me. So yeah, it's just me ranting randomly today. My first video of 2018, sorry. I the video you're looking at is my most recent Overwatch Season 8 competitive. I've picked up Moira as I've been playing with her, playing as her for a while before during Season 7. I'm getting the grips of it. Pretty fun. I need to adjust and work on my positioning. But Moira's a really fun character that I kind of grasp the whole mechanics, and I enjoy playing with her orbs, not literally. Bouncing off the walls and then catching people off guard, healing them, and also hurting them. You may realize I make a decent Moira, I guess. So hopefully with this I will be able to climb out of platinum and into diamond this season. My aim in season 7 was to get to diamond, and I peaked at 2,400 before I decayed really bad, and I end up at 1,800. So yeah, that's me. So really appreciate the listen, really appreciate the watch. If you have any idea, any suggestions, comments, points you want to point out, you want me to talk about, drop a line. You know where to find me. I'm always on Twitter, and I'm always on the website. So that's all for today. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you guys later.